Okay, so we're talking about this little girl who sells matches.
Yes.
Right, and we think that's kind of sad, especially because she's cold.
Yes.
I know as a kid, I also worked. Did you have a job as a kid?
Yeah, I did actually. So when I was a kid, I handed out leaflets, flyers on the streets.
Oh, okay.
I also worked in a factory, like assembling paper boxes and putting
really?
screws in boxes as well.
I used to go around my neighborhood and wash people's cars.
Oh, that's like such a typical American thing to do.
It is, because we all drive cars
Yeah.
in America. And yeah, I would just go and just knock on their door, and I would have a bucket and things to wash the car. Say, can I wash your car, for like $5 or something?
Oh, that's cheap.
And most people would do it because even if their car wasn't that dirty, they just want to help you out. And so I earned a lot of money as a kid.
That's really good. I think the main thing about this story is the fact that she wasn't warm, right? When we had our jobs, we were probably indoors, or when we were outdoors, we were comfortable.
It's probably our choice, right? We didn't really need the money. We're not poor. We just wanted a little extra money to buy candy or buy toys or something,
Exactly.
right? So why don't we find out more about the Little Match Girl in part 2?
Yes.
The first match showed a hot stove. The second showed a yummy meal. The third showed a Christmas tree with many lights. Then one of the lights fell like a star.
Hello and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Shane.
And I'm Nina.
So this is the Little Match Girl part 2. That means there was part 1. What happened in part 1?
So in part 1, the little match girl had to go out and sell matches, right? It was New Year's Eve, but it was extremely cold. And she didn't have any shoes or warm clothes.
It's a pretty sad story
It is very
so far,
sad.
But it kind of ended with a little bit of hope, right?
Yeah, so nobody wanted to buy her matches, so she decided to sit in a corner, and she was so cold, so she lit up some of her matches.
And then she saw some wonderful things.
I wonder what those are.
All right, let's find out what wonderful things she saw. So the first match showed a hot stove.
Oh, a hot stove.
Okay, so a stove is a piece of equipment that can burn things like wood and is used for heating rooms.
Yes.
And I think like most of the time in modern homes, if we have a stove, we don't really use it for heating a room. We use it for cooking. Maybe we'll have an oven and a place to cook food on top of the stove.
Yes.
But the point is that it's really warm.
Yes, there's fire, right?
Yeah, so of course she lights this little match and she feels a little bit of the heat, so you can imagine she starts to think of a stove that has a lot of heat.
Yeah, I think she's cold, so the wonderful thing for her would be some warmth, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the second showed a yummy meal. Okay, so the second, meaning the second match.
So she lit another match, because she's supposed to be selling these, but she needs them to keep warm.
Yes, so she saw a yummy meal. So yummy is an adjective. It's the same as tasty. When you put something in your mouth and it's very good.
Yummy.
Yes, it's yummy.
Well, let me ask you a question because I don't really know what kind of meal she was imagining, but like when it's really cold and you think of the yummiest thing to eat on a cold day, what do you think of? I
think of hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, I love hot chocolate.
That's classic.
Yeah, what about you?
I think I'm starting to turn Taiwanese.
Why?
Because I think of hot pot when it's cold.
True. That's so true. That's like the go-to meal when it's cold, isn't it? Everyone says, let's go have some hot pot.
And when I first got to Taiwan, I just didn't really like it that much. But now, as soon as winter comes, I look forward to eating hot pot. Like, I'll eat it maybe 3 or 4 times a week sometimes.
Ooh, now you're making me hungry.
I think it's my favorite meal. So
meal.
A meal is a noun. It means any of the regular times in a day when a large amount of food is eaten, right? So a meal like breakfast, lunch, dinner, And that's compared to a snack.
Yeah.
So a snack, you would just eat a little something, right?
Yeah. So usually people have 3 meals a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Typically, that's right.
Do you have 3 meals a day?
I have 2 meals. For breakfast, I usually just drink something like a latte.
Okay.
So I don't think that's considered a meal.
Yeah, it's not.
Because it's not enough food. It's not even food, it's just drink.
Yeah, I think I also usually have 2 meals a day, and then I end up snacking at night, which isn't good.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing. The third showed a Christmas tree with many lights. Okay, so you know everyone is celebrating the New Year's. They had just celebrated Christmas, and maybe she didn't get to do that. So she's imagining a warm environment with
yummy food and a wonderful
Christmas.
tree and maybe even some presents.
Oh, that sounds like just what she deserves, right? Okay. Then one of the lights fell like a star.
Oh, okay. So this is all happening in her imagination.
Yeah, so the tree, and then there was a light on top maybe, and it just fell down.
Okay. Well, at least right now she's having some positive thoughts.
Yes.
She's in a pretty bad situation, but she's getting a little bit of heat from her matches, and she's starting to have some nice thoughts.
But I wonder what the star falling down means.
Okay, maybe we'll find out after the break.
Yes.
When a star fell, a person's soul went to heaven. The girl's late grandmother told her that. She was also the only person to care about the girl. To the girl's surprise, her next match showed her grandmother. It was so beautiful. The girl cried.
Grandmother, oh, take me with you. You go away when the match goes out.
Okay, welcome back. So before the break, what happened?
So the little match girl
Yeah.
lit up 3 different matches, right? And then the first one, what did she see?
She saw a stove.
She saw a stove, warm stove, right? Because she was really cold. And the second one, she saw...
A yummy meal.
Yes, 'cause probably she was really hungry.
Yeah, because she can't go home, right?
Yeah, and the last one, she saw a Christmas tree with lights.
Yeah, and then one of them fell and it looked like a star falling.
Yeah, let's see what happens next. What does
Okay.
that mean?
When a star fell, a person's soul went to heaven.
Wow.
Okay, so the girl's late grandmother told her that. Okay, so every time you see a star fall, that means that somebody's going to heaven. Their soul is going to heaven.
Huh, what is a soul? So a soul is a noun.
Yeah.
It's usually what people think you are. It's a spirit. So, for example, if my body is a car, then I am the person driving the car, right?
Oh, right.
So I am the soul.
So like after your death, like your body might just go into the ground or be burned, but your soul will go somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe your soul, your spirit, or your energy. Yeah.
So for example, you can say,
She suffered greatly while she was alive, so let us hope her soul is now at peace.
all right, so her body's dead, but her soul is now at peace.
Yes.
So maybe it's in heaven now.
What's
so
heaven?
Heaven is a noun. In some religions, I will say probably like most religions, it's the home of God.
Yes.
Right? And it's where all the souls of the good people and the people who believe in God will go after they die.
Yeah, so you have to be good to go to heaven.
Right.
That's what they
So this is what her late grandmother told her, is that all of these, when a fall, like a falling star, is really spirits, souls going into heaven. What does that mean, her late grandmother?
Yeah, so in this case, it doesn't mean you're late, like you're late for your
She's
job.
late. Oh, I'm so
No.
late. No.
It's an adjective saying late grandmother in this case means that she has passed away, she has died.
So now we know that her grandmother's no longer with us here
Yes.
in this world. So a grandmother, of course, I think we know, it's the mother of a person's mother or father.
Yeah.
Right? So a grandmother. Okay, so continuing the story.
She was also the only person to care about the girl.
Well, that's
Okay.
pretty sad.
That is
because
sad.
She has a mother and a father, and
Yeah.
they don't care.
Maybe her mother and father are just too busy trying to keep the family alive and keep
Yeah.
the house and
They probably have a lot of pressure, right? Because
Yeah.
they're poor. Okay, so she misses her grandmother.
to the girl's surprise, her next match showed her grandmother.
Okay, so now she's lit another match,
Yes.
and now she sees her grandmother.
Oh, wow.
Wow, okay, continuing. It was so beautiful. Of course, right, that feeling must be so good because now she gets to see her grandma.
Yeah.
Right? We also say grandmother, we can say grandma,
Yes.
right? So the girl cried, "Grandmother, oh, take me with you. You go away when the match goes out."
Oh, no. So she still wants to continue to see her grandmother because
Yeah.
she must miss her a lot,
Yeah,
right?
because she only saw her grandmother because the match is lit.
Yeah.
So as soon as the match dies, it goes out, then she's not going to see her anymore.
Yeah.
So if we say something goes out, it's when something that gives off light stops giving off light.
Yes.
So if a match goes out, that means that it's not burning anymore and there's no light.
Yes.
If we're in a room and we say, "Oh, the lights went off," that means that they're not on anymore. They're not
Yes.
giving off some
Yeah,
light.
so they went out, right? Just
Right.
like you can also say the power went out.
Oh, right.
Because usually when you're talking about the power, you're thinking about the lights, right? Oh, the lights went out.
Yes.
Power went out. All right.
Okay, so it's a kind of like a good end to this part because she is seeing her grandmother.
But I wonder what happens when the matches actually go out.
That's the sad part, right? Is because
Yeah.
if that match goes out, this one thing that she's really feels happy about, the one person that cares about her, she can see her now.
Yeah.
And then if the match goes out, she's going to disappear.
I hope she has a lot more matches. Maybe she can see her again.
Well, let's find out in part 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time in part 3.
See you.
The first match showed a hot stove. The second showed a yummy meal. The third showed a Christmas tree with many lights. Then one of the lights fell like a star. When a star fell, a person's soul went to heaven. The girl's late grandmother told her that. She was also the only person to care about the girl. To the girl's surprise, her next match showed her grandmother. It was so beautiful. The girl cried,
Grandmother, oh, take me with you. You go away when the match goes out.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 stove 名词火炉。There's a pot of soup on the stove. 火炉上有一锅汤。下一个单字 soul 名词灵魂。Some people believe that the soul lives forever. 有些人相信灵魂永生。下一个单字 late 形容词已故的。Ian's late mother was a singer. Ian 已故的母亲是一位歌手。最后一个单字 grandmother 名词祖母或者是外祖母。Linda's grandmother is from China. Linda 的祖母来自中国。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 A cares about B. A 在乎关心 B。我们来看看这个例句。My father doesn't care about his appearance. 我爸爸不在乎他的外表。Appearance 就是指外表。下一个文法 To one's surprise 令某人惊讶的事。Surprise 在这里指的是惊讶、诧异。我们来看看这个例句。To Kevin's surprise, Melody gave him her phone number. 令 Kevin 惊讶的是 Melody 给了他的电话号码。最后一个文法 Something goes out 某物熄灭了。我们来看看这个例句。When I woke up, the fire was about to go out. 当我起床的时候，火就快要熄灭了。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Hey everyone, I'm Jamie.
And I'm Toi.
And today we're playing Guess the Bear, where we each have 3 cards with 2 sentences each on them. And instead of saying these mystery words, we're saying bear. So we have 1 minute each to guess what that word is. So are you ready, Toi?
I am.
All right, let's get started. So, adjective, 1 word. Sam's bear father was a respected surgeon, and the bear Steve Jobs was the head of Apple.
Great.
Not quite.
The first one. Read the first
Sam's bear father was a respected surgeon, and the bear Steve Jobs was the head of Apple.
one. Innovator?
Not quite.
Grandfather? Okay, next one.
That's okay. Noun, 1 word. She left dinner sitting on the bear, and our new bear has 4 elements to cook on.
Table? Stove.
Yes, stove. Good. All right. Phrase, 2 words. I don't bear sports, so I don't watch them. And he really bears what people think of him.
Takes into... No. Read the first
2
one.
words. I don't bear sports, so I don't watch them. And
I don't really get.
similar. He really bears what people think of him.
Keeps him...
It's okay. So care about was the phrase.
Oh.
So I don't care about sports, so I don't watch them. And he really cares about what people think of him.
Okay, and what was the first one?
It was late. So it's Sam's late father was a respected surgeon, and the late Steve Jobs was the head of Apple.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, my turn.
Your turn. Noun, 1 word. Some people believe animals also have bears. 2, when someone is very cruel, we often say they have no bear.
Feelings, emotions?
Nope, keep going.
Heart? Wait, can you say it again?
Some people believe animals also have bears.
Consciousness? Wait,
Close.
souls?
Yes, there you go,
okay.
souls.
Okay.
Next one. Now, 1 word. My bear came from South America in 1950. 2, her bear taught her to bake an apple pie from scratch.
Is it grandma?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, grandmother. Okay, last one. Phrase, 2 words. The lights bared bare during the thunderstorm. 2, the fire is about to bare. Let's add more wood.
Is it go out or
Yes.
went out? Okay.
Yes, go out. Yes, exactly.
The first one was, I was kind of confused. What was the first?
It was past tense. So
Yeah.
the lights went out during the thunderstorm. So yeah, so it is go out, but went out is the past tense.
Yeah.
The fire is about to go out. Let's add more wood.
Oh, okay.
So you got all...
Yeah. Thank you. It was like, yeah, I was confused because it's like the went out versus go out.
Yes. No, you did really good. You got them all, and I only got 1 or 2.